Good morning. What is up, everybody? We are here at, where are we at?
We're at Wildcat.
I was getting ready to say Hawk Pride. I'm like, I know that's not right. It's been a long morning.
We are at Wildcat Off-Road Park in East Bernstadt, Kentucky. This is the Northern Rock Racing Series number 2, presented by Mickey Thompson. And Matt is still getting caffeinated, apparently, for the day.
It's been a long day already. We get new stuff set up. We have some new double monitors in the studio, so we got some new cool toys we're playing with this year. Again, we have some cool stuff we're rolling out this year for the racers and for the fans watching at home. We send this broadcast out to about – wait, don't be hating on my –
Look, I have this whole binder of notes in front of me. Matt has his phone propped up on a Rice Krispie treat, guys.
Listen, priorities are where it's at, okay? Priorities.
This is the phone on the Rice Krispie treat.
It is, here's some hair. It's cool. It's good times.
That's mine.
So I like to, one thing cool, we send this broadcast out to 40, 50 different places. If you go to the Facebook page of the Southern Rock Racing Series, there's 152,000 followers. That's where we broadcast to. I had a couple people come this morning and ask. That's where we respond to questions at. So we send it to lots of places, but the Facebook page for the Southern Rock Racing Series or the National Rock Racing Association, it links back to the same page. That's where we respond to questions at. So if you guys want to hop on and chit-chat, have a good time. We like to respond to questions and answers and give shout-outs, and sometimes we have trivia. Bree makes some good questions.
Yeah, we haven't done any yet this season, I don't think. So, if you want to be able to interact with us and us be able to see your comments, make sure you're watching on the Southern Rock Racing Series Facebook page. But like Matt said, you can find the live feed on lots of Facebook pages and YouTube channels. If you want us to be able to see your comments and talk with you.
And we love being able to act with all the people that watch from local and overseas, so it's always cool. We got a pretty good crowd here for a Friday. We got, quite a few side-by-sides out there watching. We got our EMS and rescue guys out there, so appreciate them. Huge shout-out to all our fire crew on the hill. We got a ton of side-by-sides and some VIN class guys, so I'm excited.
We do. We have a huge class. I think the stock class, which we're about to get started with, is the biggest list of drivers yet in the history of the class.
Really?
Yeah.
I see a ton of side-by-sides down there.
Everybody's getting in on it. So we have a couple new classes for this season is the VIN class that we talked about. We've got 3 drivers signed up for that right now. And then we also added our UTV youth class, which will be racing tomorrow. And I think we've got a really big driver's list for that, too. That's definitely grown quickly.
I've seen 8 or 10 of them-ish. I seen a pretty good-sized list when I was glancing through some stuff. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. There's 8 to 10 drivers and they're so cute.
And it's a good spot for them out here.
It is.
Easy to watch.
I've been telling people the last couple weeks, it's so cute to see all the drivers have a driver's meeting, and then all the little guys get in there, and they're all, paying attention, and they'll ask questions.
The junior meeting.
It is so, so cute. And then all the dads kind of position on the track, and they all kind of, if there's a tight corner, they'll tell them all where.
They're out there just go,
and it's not one dad cheering on his kid. It's all the dads cheering on all the kids, trying to get them to go the right direction. It's super cute. So it's a lot of fun to watch those.
It's fun to watch, but they're serious.
They
too.
are.
I mean, they mean business. So it's a nice change of pace when we go. We've got the bouncers, and then we've got UTV youth, and we have 2 classes in RC right now. We've got the metal and the plastic, which is new for this season.
Awesome.
So all kinds of stuff going on out here and all kinds of ways for you to jump in if you want to get into some racing, everything from RCs to the big bouncers. Got stuff for the kids, the VIN class, a little bit of everything out here now. And then, of course, it's just that much more entertainment to watch if you're not able to be out here in person. So thanks for joining us live, and we got a lot coming. Like
you said, it talks about, regardless of your budget as well, from a plastic car you can buy for an entry-level car for about $300 all the way up to a really expensive rock bouncer. So you can kind of get in whatever level you was budget-wise. And again, like I said, you can even do it as a team. We have some teams racing. One of my favorite teams I'm excited to watch this weekend, Wyatt Wilson, brought a 1989 Grand Cherokee down. He's going to go the first course, and if it survives, he's going to let Dan Carter race the second course.
That's right.
So I'm excited to see how well or not well that vehicle does with those two guys, because they're both heck of a driver to side-by-side. So we'll see how well the Jeep Cherokee lives.
Matt, I still think that you and I need to get something to drive.
So I recently, since our last race, I bought a 1996 Grand Cherokee. That way it's coil springs front and rear, and after 1996, the Toby D2 so you can plug it in and program it, and that would include codes out, when we endo it or whatever. So
when we endo
when we endo it. So I bought it. I'm excited. Like I said, me and Taylor were talking about it. Hitting that VIN class. We're excited. So we're gonna do some racing this year.
It can be like the crew. I don't know
what
production crew. Is it teal?
No, it's not teal yet.
Yeah,
it's green. It's like a hunter green.
Are you gonna spray paint it?
Oh, you better believe it. We get some sandpaper. I got 6 nieces and nephews. We'll give them all some sandpaper. You get sandpaper. You get sandpaper. We'll let them, and then after that, we'll let them spray it. We'll tape off the windows, and everybody gets a spray can.
Right. It's like arts and crafts.
It's exactly like hit some Joanne Fabrics. We might bedazzle it a little bit. Get some product sponsors on there.
Oh my goodness!
So if you want to sponsor,
you might not have any sponsors if you bedazzle it.
Yes. So if you want to sponsor a stock class, give me a call. We'll slap a sticker on there. It'll be good times. So yeah, it's going to be fun. We're excited. We tried to get it. I have a 20-foot open trailer, which is normally what I pull behind the Kodiak. I played Jenga this week, or not Jenga, Tetris, for trying to get both of them on there, and they wouldn't fit. So we're going to have to just, hack the trailer and extend it about 4 to 5 feet this week. So no big deal,
Just a little project.
Yeah, no big deal, a little project. I was trying to do it before I left, and I was like, I don't think I have enough time. So.
All right, guys, we are just about to kick off the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. You haven't missed anything yet if you're just joining us here on the show. We are at Wildcat Off-Road Park in Kentucky.
We got a handful of people jumping on here the live feed. Billy, what's up, everybody? Can't wait to get off work. Jet Harper, he's a bouncer driver. Mark Giles, he sent us some stars. What's up, buddy? Trey Moore said 12:52 is not morning, Matt. Yeah, you're not wrong. Technically it's 11:59 in Illinois, so we're still running that Illinois time. Cooper Bentley, a.k.a. Chocolate Milk, West Virginia, tuning in. Luke tuning in from Georgia.
All right, so we've got Clint Garrison. He was a late entry, so he is going to be starting things off for us.
Yeah, kick off our stock class.
All right, first driver of the weekend. This is the NRRS Round 2 at Wildcat Off-Road Park.
And this is our stock class kicking us off this morning.
Shout out to Rock Life.
Brian Dunnigan's here running around. I've seen him this morning.
Yeah. I was standing next to him at the driver's meeting.
Had his headset and his radio on. I'm sure that's for Dan, helping Dan, give Dan some pointers as he's racing through. I know Dan's been running that Rock Life crew. They've helped him out for quite a while. So if you got any side-by-side stuff you want to reach out to, you can hit up those guys at Rock Life Group, and they can get you all taken care of.
I think I saw their whole trailer down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. They can't be too far from here. I know Dan's not.
It was a quick glimpse as I was on my way up here. So if you've never been to a race in person and aren't familiar with the layout, the production trailer is often not near everything else.
Yes.
All right, Clint Garrison. This is the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. Clint's our very first driver of the weekend.
Again, they're going to go. They normally would be coming towards us out of the starting gate. They're heading the opposite direction, making kind of a little hill, make a little big loop out of some dirt hills.
I think between all of our classes, and then, of course, we always run 2 courses for each class, we're going to see a little bit of everything.
Yes.
We're going to milk this hillside here at Wildcat for everything we can and all the course arrangements we can get out of it this weekend.
And Clyde was saying it might be the longest bouncer course ever.
Yeah. Yeah, he did say that in the driver's meeting.
Which, after running finals, I don't know if that's possible, but.
And Wildcat is definitely known as far as racing goes. We utilize this hillside, so the hills and the off-camber coming around, a lot of those turns like Clint did at the bottom of the hill.
And out the top.
I think we're going to be seeing some rollovers down there today.
Again.
61915. Matt, I realize what's missing.
Yes, I realized it a moment ago.
Why it looks
my
so
camera.
funny that you only have
or my computer, I mean.
A phone and a Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah, hey, well, I have some more snacks down here.
Where's the laptop?
I just grabbed a handful. So.
Oh.
It's Clyde. Oh. Hey, Clyde. Well, I realized it a few minutes ago, and I thought, well, it's okay.
All right, that was a 61.915 for Clint Garrison, starting things off for us this weekend.
Hey, Taylor, what's the password? Tell Clyde I got it.
We got Savannah checking in. What's up, Savannah? Tiffany said she'll be down here when she's finished working. Oh, yeah. I always forget it's Fridays for some reason.
It is.
Metalworks checking in from Cream Ridge. Tim Walls from Washington. Ken Parker watching from California. Sherry Matt definitely has the snacky snacks always. You'll notice the laptop was missing, but the Rice Krispie treat was here.
Well, and I grabbed
it was a convenient phone prop.
I did. I grabbed a handful of snacks before I left this morning. Bree did. I have not yet. Okay. Yeah, what's the password? Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's right. There we go. I'm in there.
All right. This is Kylie Carroll.
Okay. I got to interview her this morning. I'm excited because I didn't recognize her. Kylie Carroll. This is her second time racing a side-by-side. She raced an X3 with us at Winrock.
Yeah,
and
I remember the name.
Yep. She has a new razor, so not a new razor, but new to her razor. So she has a razor she's going to race today. So this is her second time. So this is her rookie debut this season. She's 14 years old. She's a freshman.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay, well, her uncle, Jerry, who races Jerry Rigged, which is the old Timmy Chuck Racing buggy.
Hang on just a minute. We have Wade Good over here asking us some questions. Check that side.
And the red one over here. Yeah. But make sure the exhaust is pointed that way. Yeah. Her uncle is Uncle Jerry from Jerry Rigged Racing. He'll be here tomorrow racing a big bouncer. She's in the marching band, plays the flute as well. Some fun facts. She likes dinosaurs. The stegosaurs or the T-Rex are her favorite.
This was a very in-depth interview, Matt.
It was. She drew number 1 to race this weekend.
Oh.
Luckily, we had a late entry, so she didn't have to go first.
Hey, and look at her go. She
rocking it
is
out.
One brave girl to be out here going only number 2 right now for the day.
Yeah. All right. She's our second racer.
84.984 for Kylie Carroll.
Okay. There you go.
I'm glad you got that information for us, Matt. It's always fun to know about the racers. And
coming out of Summertown, Tennessee, so she's not too far away. How close is that to you? Summertown, Tennessee, close?
Summertown is like an hour and a half.
That's not too bad then. She came to finals and said, I think I can do that. And I'm like, oh, good.
That's awesome.
Glad to see you're excited. Glad to see you're out here. Yeah. Got the Wade Good Racing team over here.
When you have the only generator on the hill.
Yes. You make a lot of friends.
Popular.
Yeah.
All right. Cody Kaysen is down on the starting line. Taylor, can you turn my volume up just a little bit, please? Yes. Oh. I switched with Matt. All right, Cody Kaysen. The Kaysen brothers have been wow.
Whoa, getting squirrely out there.
I said there were some off-camber and also some really big ruts on that side of the hill. I do think we're going to be seeing some rollovers potentially on that corner today. But Cody and his brother Clay Kaysen have been having a great season so far. This is their third race with us. They are signed up as seasoned drivers, so hopefully we'll be seeing them at all the events this year. Cody racing, of course, right now in the Rock Life stock class, and then Clay is in the unlimited class.
Again, Cody, younger guy, having a good time out there. Out the top.
Nice.
See what the sound's going to be. Get her done.
55.502 for Cody Kaysen. That was a great run. And if you missed me say it earlier, This is the biggest lineup of drivers that we've ever had in the history of the stock class before. So
that's going to be a good day.
The competition is definitely stepping up, and with new drivers coming in, that's fun to see as well.
And again, we
new
talked
names, new faces, new people on the podium.
Which is exciting to see. And again, we've talked a little bit about that this morning, how, you can go buy a side-by-side that's more of an entry level, come out race stock class, get a little experience, and see how it goes.
All right, I think this is Braden Upchurch. Are you sure? Well, apparently Zach said it's Brandon, but I do believe it's Braden Upchurch.
61,
Mr. Upchurch, there. Can't go wrong with that.
Getting that downhill section, it's not real super steep, but it's kind of off camber. So I think kind of like you talked about, I think we will see some rollovers today. Nothing guys just pushing really hard. Our more advanced side-by-side class will be going over that big rock. So,
yeah, that's always fun.
The
Giants Lab is, of course, a very recognizable fixture here at Wildcat. Looking good so far for Mr. Upchurch.
Here he comes. Big finish, big finish.
70.989 for Braden.
70.989. Good, that puts him in third place.
Matt, you were supposed to bring the spring weather with you.
You know what? Originally, they were saying 60s. I got down like today high is supposed to be like 54 and sunny, and I thought 54 and sunny.
Not.
If it's 54 and sunny, that feels like it feels like it's 60 something. It is not sunny, and I don't think it's 51.
It's not 50s either.
And tomorrow, if you guys remember last year, it was cold and wet and rainy. Tomorrow the high is 41 and rainy. So
something to look forward to.
I got a video I made of me splashing puddles with mud and going around my boots as I was sitting getting ready to climb my bouncer. So
somehow we went backwards. I had a tank top on at Windrock.
Yeah.
And now I'm
going
to bust out the long johns.
And we haven't went any farther down either. What's up, Adam Kuntz? Justin Wills jumping in there. Again, we talked a little bit about Justin Wills heading on the way here.
Matt, people have caught on. Snacky Snack Matt.
Yes.
You're famous for the
snacky snacks. I love it. It's priorities, okay? That's all I'm saying. Tiffany Porter, she's watching, but she's also in a vehicle over there working from home. She's over there typing on like a conference call.
She's a master multitasker.
What's up, guys?
Say that 3 times fast.
Tim Walls tuning in from Washington State.
All right, I think this is Scotty Harden.
High Riders of the Sierras watching from California. Nick Campbell jumping in here. What's up, buddy? Part of that Campbell Racing crew.
All right, everybody, if you're just joining us, this is our our 5th driver of the day out on the course right now. Cody Kaysen has the time to beat with a 55.5. We are in the Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class. And, of course, we'll be running our unlimited class today as well. And this is our biggest stock class ever.
Which is awesome. Again, I love seeing it.
Y'all are in for all kinds of racing action today. This is Scotty Harden making his way around the course right now.
Again, Scotty's raced with us a few times. Out there, getting it done today. Again, this is our stock class, so it is a little bit easier course than some of the harder stuff we'll see later on today with the big ledges. But again, this is, you'll see a lot of, this is more of an entry-level class, so we love seeing people hop in this and get in there and getting it done. See what Scotty's time's going to be. Ooh.
68.081, not bad.
That puts him in third place.
Justin Wills said, I loaded everything up but forgot the buggy.
It's not on.
That's unfortunate.
It's not on my screen. Taylor.
All right, Nick Johnson is on the line now.
Yeah, I seen Justin's picture of like loading. He's like loading stuff, but I'm so busy. It's really cute. His daughter also races with us in our youth class.
Yeah, Gatlin.
Gatlin, she finished first of our very first youth class.
Nick Johnson, I don't believe that he has raced with us before.
Maybe. He's getting it.
Do you know, Matt?
I don't know.
I don't think I recognize the name.
Oh, man.
There's number one.
Yeah, we were just talking about rolling around that corner.
Oh.
That stinks.
No. On a course like this, there is a lot of potential for rollover in multiple areas out here. Between the fact that they're zigzagging on an off-camber hill, plus there's some really deep ruts out here. You can't really tell on the camera, but over on the far side of the course, it is pretty rutted.
It is. And what's funny is all those guys that were there are all side-by-side drivers, except for Jack. Jack's down there, Kenneth Cozine.
Oh, yeah. It's good to have a couple buddies around.
Cody Kaysen.
You're going to roll over.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 guys that like all his friends were like, you okay? All right. And it wasn't a super hard rollover, just kind of like tipped over. But again, like you said, I think as guys start to push that side-by-side harder and harder, and he was absolutely cornering very, very well up at that top. But if you're going into that corner just a bit too hard, it can tip over. So.
Oh, yeah. He's fine. His buggy's fine, most likely. That's just one of those that's disappointing. But we're glad to have him out here racing with us today, and hopefully he'll be able to do course 2. Ryan Edwards says, feed looks great this week. That is awesome to hear. I know Taylor said he was going to, like, scream and then quit if it didn't work.
Yeah,
So,
he was going to
so luckily for us,
yes.
Everything's looking good. It better stay that way. It's like these guys do a lot of work on this stuff or something, and then it's frustrating when it doesn't work. What? All right, I think this is Martin Stewart on the line. Haven't seen him racing with us for a little while.
That's little Willie, we most affectionately call him, because he's the son of Will Stewart. Y'all probably don't know him either. Anyway, he's a pretty good racer. Let's see what he does today. Woo! Getting loose.
How about nail tire? Didn't save it at all. I did.
All right, looking good so far. Martin definitely easing around those corners after having just watched Nick Johnson roll over.
And I think
all right, and he's out the top. Let's see what he got. .637. Not a bad time, but Cody Kaysen still squarely in the lead with that 55.5.
That's moving.
But
that was hauling.
We still have 2/3 of our list of drivers left to go.
Yeah, there's a great shot.
There's a nice, yeah.
There's like a sea of side by sides out there.
Is the trailer? The trailer's not in there. I'm trying to get a point of reference here.
So that's you can see the access road there to the left, and then off to the right is where you can see all the side by sides lined up down by the entrance or where the starting gate is at. And in the background you can see the food courts, merch trailers, and then the sea of side by sides of spectators all hanging out. Again, we appreciate those guys coming out and braving the chilly weather with us today.
One of these days, Somebody will get wise and have a hot chocolate stand down at a race.
That would be nice.
I would be their number one patron.
I would as well.
Could really go for a cheeseburger right now, Matt.
I could do that.
Matt and I didn't have lunch.
Yes.
Except for we slammed some trail mix that I brought right before we started.
Some very free
trail mix. I don't think that counts, though. It was good. It had chocolate in it.
Yeah, thanks, Taylor.
Taylor had a biscuit. All right, I guess we are skipping over to Brandon Davis. Brandon in that the trusty Can-Am this year again. He has been racing it in both the stock class and the unlimited class. What you looking for?
That last time. I was trying to type the rest of it.
66.637.
Now we got Brandon Davis on the line here. Getting with it.
He left the line.
And you know Brandon's going to push it hard. He's been pushing that Can-Am hard all year. And what's crazy, this is what's insane. He has 2 off-road vehicles right now. That Can-Am and his big bouncer. That's it. He's sold everything else. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, I got no backup rig, so we got to get him fixed if we rake him.
He downsized the fleet.
He did, because his fleet was getting pretty big. I think he had 3 bouncers and 3 side-by-sides. Well, that's a pretty big shop to hold 3 side-by-sides and 3 big bouncers.
He had a little trouble I think it was last weekend with the bouncer, too.
Yes.
I saw.
Yeah, broke a trailing arm on it.
Yeah. 58.999. That is a second place time for right now. Man, Cody Kaysen with that 55.
It is. He's moving.
Still hanging on to the lead right now. What's up, Kiriana? And we've got Vicky checking in from Chapel Hill. Shelby, how's it going, Shelby? I heard a lot of static. What's up, Ian and Heidi?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to, let's see. Can I do this?
Yes.
I know. Yes. Right there. All of our awesome EMS and recovery folks.
It's like weather.
It's really challenging to
We'd like to thank
get
all
this
our
correct.
EMS
Looking
staff.
at the screen.
Try it now, Taylor.
We've got an awesome group on the hill and down here in the pits and scattered all around, helping to make sure that any and every safety issue can be addressed this weekend. So shout out to them. Also, our first rollover on corner number 1.
Bunch of guys running over to check him out. We got a Chad Mulliter tuning in. Say hi. Said,
that Ian and Heidi.
Ian and Heidi.
That's my niece and nephew. Gave them a little shout out. That might have been Derek Schaefer.
Jamie Calderon. What's up, guys? What's up, buddy? Mr. Chief Cold Iron tuning in there. I did.
So Derek looks like he some of those ruts that I was talking about earlier might have grabbed him coming around the corner there. I feel like this course is one of those that's kind of unassuming when you're looking at it, and you're just like, oh, that's easy. You're just making a few turns and going up a hill. There's a little more to it out here, and these first 2 rollovers that we've had, I think, kind of are an example of that. But luckily, both of them have just been easy little tip overs.
Yes.
No harm done. And hopefully they'll be back for course number 2.
Is that all of them? I think we have 8 racers at a race total. Is that how many you have? Clyde. Okay, thank you. Clyde. Maybe we'll have any ties. All right, yeah, we're going to go to leaderboard. We have our top 9.
Now that y'all put all that work into it, we have to show everybody.
I lied. Who was our last guy that just ran? Was that Dylan?
Derek Schaefer had a rollover.
Derek Schaefer. Hang on. 2.
All right, is this Casey Howell?
He's moving. I'll just look up and see him whipping around that corner. He is moving.
All right, yes, this is Casey Howell. Sorry, guys, we've got a lot of radio chatter going on, so they're sending them off the line, and we don't always get to confirm that name.
He's moving. Oh, he lost. Something fell off the back.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh, trying to bicycle around that corner. Again, even though this is a stock class and this is a slightly easier course, guys, when they start quote-unquote racing and pushing that buggy harder and harder, I mean, as the harder you push that buggy, that you're going to start cornering.
Quote-unquote racing? What did you come here to do, Matt?
Well,
I thought that was kind of the point.
Well, I tell people all the time.
I'm giving you a hard time. 59.094 for Casey.
I tell people all the time, you could put a cone out, and we could go down around a cone and come back, and at the end of the day, there'd be like 6 bouncers broken, 2 would be on fire, 1 would be upside down. Like, literally, we could go down a cone and back, and we would still destroy.
That'd be one heck of a down and back.
Oh, I'm telling you. Like, when you put racing into the title of whatever you're doing, things can get really crazy.
Stuff gets rowdy.
Do you want to try to throw up that top 10? What's Braden at? Where's Braden at?
Will Stewart, yes. Martin ran. He had a 66.637.
What's wrong with Braden's? It is.
All right. Looks like Brian Hamby on the line.
Okay. Good now.
Brian had a little break. We didn't see him for a season or 2. Glad to have him back out here again. He's in that Can-Am this time around.
Braden Upchurch is who you're looking for? How about now? Well, I just deleted it and rewrote it.
Brian's got a good... Oh, no, I spoke way too soon.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Nobody tell him. It wasn't me. There's number 3. I told you they were going to be rolling over out here today. You know what I like about it, though, is that this course, even though it makes for lots of rollover-prone areas, they're easy, though. No, the buggy shouldn't be getting hurt, out there. Nothing should be breaking. It's just a kind of a little tip over.
Tip over. And I was going to say the tip over, and again, since they're already cornering so hard, the suspension is so drooped out, it's a pretty easy flop.
And... I mean, it's disappointing because you come here to race. You don't want to. You want to finish the course, but there's always a course too.
And it's so funny. Only off-road people are like, oh, he just flopped over. If my mom was here, she'd be freaking. Oh, he rolled over. Oh my gosh, is he okay? To off-road people, like, oh, he just flopped over. I have a friend of mine who's a military guy. He was in the Marines, and he's a below-the-knee amputee. And he said above-the-knee amputees call below-the-knee amputees paper cuts. He's like, oh, that guy's just paper cut because they're below the knee amputee. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it's cool. He's like, I'll leave it to a guy that has a below the knee amputee to be like, yeah, it's paper cut. It's so comical to hear him, which is just so funny to show like how a hardcore people like kind of downgrade some of the other people in the community. So it's very funny to see. Oh, he just flopped over. But realistically, if you're telling somebody the story in an off road, be like, yeah, we just went in a corner. Kind of we're on bicycle and it kind of just went on the rest of the way over. It's not too bad. But to a non-off-road person, they're like, oh, he crashed. Oh, my goodness, are you okay?
Perspective is everything.
It is. It's always kind of comical. Do we have our top 10 now?
Oh, my gosh.
Can we put it up and see how it looks? See how it looks on there. That'd be great. I think we have our top 10. It's, you know what? It's all
Okay,
good.
so Braden Upchurch's
Yes.
time is 70.989. I had a little trouble with the input there.
And then Nick Johnson, the Derek Schaefer, those two are obviously a DNF. So if they're DNF, usually we just put 4 8s. For the computer, we'll just put 881, 882, and keep going down the line. Cody Kaysen sitting at first with a 55.5. Brandon Davis, 58.99. And Dylan Dowler at 59.9. That's your top 3, as you can see there. So, and that we're like halfway through, slightly more than halfway
That
through.
should be Casey Howell with the 59.094. I don't think Dylan Dowler has run. He was
Okay.
skipped on our list.
Okay.
So
I'll fix
we'll
it.
fix that.
I'll fix
So
it.
your top 3 right now is Cody Kaysen, Brandon Davis, and Casey Howell.
All right, what was Casey Howell's time?
59.094.
Point. Okay. Yep, got it. Oh, look, it changed on the screen even. That's kind of fancy.
Jay Storts is on the line. This ought to be good. In the best way possible, of course.
Yes, and Jay was like, look at the course.
We don't need Jay to win the Skinny Pedal Award
Yeah.
anymore. Speaking of the Skinny Pedal Fab Award, for those of you who haven't heard us talk about it yet, Jay Storts' run in Texas in the Bouncer inspired a
Yes.
new award, and we got to talking about it. And I talked about it on the show a little bit. You guys were helping give ideas for what we should call it, for basically, you know, most entertaining or the wildest run, craziest ride, whatever kind of award. And Jonathan Shepard with Skinny Pedal Fab took that idea and ran with it and said, well, I want to sponsor this. So the Skinny Pedal Fab Award is now going to go to the one driver, any class from the weekend of racing that had the wildest run that will be chosen to receive the Skinny Pedal Fab Award.
And sometimes it's hard to decide that.
60.807. That was a really solid run from Jay. This is his first season racing in the stock class, racing UTV at all with us.
And that's fourth, good enough for 4th place.
I think he's getting it dialed in.
He was moving.
Compared to Texas.
Yeah, and again, we talked about having seat time. You know, Timmy Cameron all the time says there's no seat time like race seat time. You know, you can go out and trail ride for a while and you have fun, but when you're in the buggy, there's, you know, your mindset is so much different.
It's totally different.
So, you know, being able to kind of fine-tune that skill while you're doing it in a side-by-side versus big bouncer and a stock side-by-side, nevertheless, getting in there, dialing it in. And him and his son-in-law, I think they must have a wager going on because they've both been heavily talking about racing side-by-sides in the stock class, and I see a lot of trash talk going on. So they must.
What? Trash talk amongst racers? No.
Those two especially trash talk a lot. So.
All right. Justin Hoback in the 4-seater.
4-seater.
That's right. Got to support the 4-seaters.
Yeah. Who took first place in that 4-seater at Texas this
He
year?
sure did. Hey, so if we call mine Big Booty Judy.
Yes.
What should we name?
Big
Bertha?
Big Booty Jack. I don't
Taylor
know.
said Big Bertha. Or Bertha.
Well,
What do you guys think? Throw up some comments
Yes.
here. Big Booty Judy's already taken. That's my 4-seater that has also tried to live the race life.
Yes.
Sometimes succeeding, sometimes not. We need to name Justin's 4-seater here.
Yeah. What's up, William
It
Stewart?
deserves a name if it comes out here on the racetrack.
Got the Batman tuning in.
Come on, look at it go.
Justin puts it down in a 4-seater. People do not realize, like, this guy's raced King of Hammers. He's raised a ton of stuff.
I need to bring Judy back out here.
I agree. Justin does a bunch. He helps out with a ton with our RC classes. He also races in the RC classes. Again, just sending it up that hill. See what his time's going to be.
63.666.
Yeah, 63. So that puts him in 6th place right now. Almost top 5 with a 4-seater. That's
Chastity throwing Cheryl Davis under the bus. Says she was talking. Can you repeat Jay's time? Jay had a 60.807.
Again, huge shout out to Justin for helping out with the RC stuff.
Where are you guys, Chastity?
They're here.
I know. They're out here somewhere.
I'll say
It's like Where's Waldo from,
Yeah,
from
it
over
is.
here.
Thanks.
All right, that was a good run from Justin. Y'all need to give me some ideas for what we're gonna name Justin's 4-seater.
Austin down there. Is it his side-by-side that's smoking?
I think so. Yeah.
I seen a couple of them down there, so I wasn't sure exactly.
That's a lot of smoke.
May need some rings soon.
I feel like the stock class especially really has a lot of our younger drivers in it.
It does. I was thinking that
Which
this
is
morning.
awesome.
There's a handful of younger drivers in it that love racing, absolutely love racing.
Oh, number 4.
He was that last corner. He came around really fast.
But the cooler is still in there.
That is awesome. That is
you
awesome.
know it's stock class when
Yes.
there's a cooler in
He's
the
like,
back.
priorities, guys. You have to have your snacky snacks and your beverages on site.
Oh man.
Yeah, he came around that last corner really, really just zinging around it. So I didn't know. He kind of started bicycling a little bit. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to pull it out or not. Again, that's a bummer for Austin.
Good job. Those guys, they really are muscling.
I think we've had, 3 DNFs? Or 4?
That was our 4th rollover. I feel kind of bad, like I spoke it into existence or something. I took one look at this course when we were driving by earlier, and I was like, yeah, there's going to be some rolls today.
There should be a few here.
What are you looking for?
Try to find who's our 4 rollovers? Austin, Derek, Nick, and who else?
1, 2, 3. Nick, Derek, Brian Hamby.
Brian Hamby.
Chastity, they have a heater. Oh, lucky.
Yeah, for real. We're going to go find them later.
Dad says, Bree, can you race your 4-seater, Big Booty Judy? It has been done.
Yes.
We may or may not have had all 4 tires attached at the end of it still.
In our little mobile home.
And then I definitely rolled it over at Dirty Turtle, too.
Really? The
when
4-seater?
I was pre-running.
Solid.
For the stock class.
Yeah. Dude.
And that's when we decided to save it because we wanted to race the track later.
That's awesome. You just come walking back to camp. Your dad's like, where's the side-by-side?
Hey,
like,
those things corner a little different when
you're
you're not used to it.
It's in the woods, Dad. He's
no,
like,
he was with me.
Oh, he was with you.
We were both sitting up there, sideways, and he's like, okay, well, that's not what I had in mind. Yeah, Judy's had a rough life.
She has. Not to mention she works on the farm every day. We got bales of hay and sacks of feed. And then on the weekends, it's a race car.
Judy's been in the shop getting a front diff changed out, so I had to haul that hay by hand.
Oh.
I had 3 bales of hay on an old rusty dolly that I hauled half a mile from the barn.
I
to
could
the
see
field.
wobbling back and forth a little wheelbarrow.
Woo, it was a workout. I was missing Judy.
I bet.
Kenny, man.
Yes, Kenny, I agree.
I come by it honestly, though. Did y'all see what Dad did to the Avenger last year?
Yeah, for real.
I'm going to throw him under the bus a little bit here.
Dan Carter in here with us, running that Rock Life crew. You got a whole bunch of teams supporting him. And again, the Rock Life guys sponsor a ton of side-by-sides. They do, some they just do some gear, some other stuff. I know Dan races a couple different classes with us here. He just picked up a semi this year so he could haul even more stuff. So
Dan was on the podium last weekend. I can't remember the name of the event.
Yeah,
there was a lot going on last couple weeks.
It was. Even last weekend, there was 3 or 4 different events going on just on this half of the U.S.
I would like to note that Dan now has 2 more bracelets added to his collection that I gave him today. So I'm expecting some good things out of Dan Carter today, y'all.
He is flying. Again, I think he took a little bit more time on those corners after watching a few guys roll over. So, again, you hate not being able to get a time. So,
come on, Dan.
See what kind of time he's going to end up with here.
Just do the Dan thing.
Yeah, just do the Dan thing.
Zach likes to say. That's not the finish line.
Oh, come on.
No.
Dang it. He had a smoking run going. Dang it. You hate to see that.
I don't think he heard you.
Oh, I heard him. I just chose not to
He's
recognize
a
it.
master of
Yeah,
selective here.
Yeah, no, I heard him. It's just the live he doesn't hear him, so I didn't acknowledge it, okay? Yeah. No, it's okay. And we're going to go to commercial. No, I'm kidding. There we go. Dan's out the top.
94.675. This is a good opportunity to note. Last time, actually, the last couple times we've been here, it's been pretty muddy and rainy. It's dry today and pretty dusty out here. And you can see, can you tell in the video? Man, not really. It's not a very good angle. But where Dan got hung up, it's starting to get really dug out and really deep in the rut. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Taylor.
You can see that loose dirt.
Yeah, because it's so loose out here on the hill right now. I mean, just look at all that freshly churned up. And Dan was pretty far down our list for today. So you can see him having trouble on that ledge there is pretty much directly related to
and the Holback
where he is in the lineup.
Holback went right before him, and Holback runs like a 35-inch tire, 37-inch tire, and Dan runs probably closer to a 30. So when you run that smaller tire, you don't have to worry about breaking axles near as much. But, again, ground clearance becomes an issue. So it's kind of like you can save an axle, but now you have to pick maybe a little bit different line, especially if you're following a guy with a little bit bigger tires. So, it's kind of a choice to run, but getting a little strategy going into play there.
All right, this is Cameron Zollers. Another new driver with us this weekend. Glad to see lots of new names on our driver list.
That was
new
nothing.
faces at the drivers meeting.
Yeah, there was like about half a dozen new drivers that I don't think had ever raced with us before.
Yeah.
So it's super exciting to see that guys coming out and racing. And again, it's a very affordable way to hop in, come out, see if you like it first, and then go from there. Yeah, and then spend a whole bunch of money fixing whatever you want to race up. Like, hey, this is a lot of fun.
This is a good looking little buggy that Cameron's got.
It
here.
is. Some aluminum arms on there. Taking his time again on those corners. After seeing 3 or 4 guys roll over, everybody's kind of taking their time.
There he goes.
Out the top. Okay, that'd be great. Okay.
Well,
I'm getting LinkedIn notifications.
waiting on his time.
Curtis, what's up? Curtis Hazard. Sherilyn. Cheryl. Bree, have your spreadsheet.
You can always trust that Cheryl will have
She does.
the spreadsheet. Cheryl will be prepared.
She is on it.
71.219 for Cameron.
I don't think I did that time.
All right, guys, we have just a couple drivers left in the Rock Life stock class. Daniel Heckley leaving the line now. Cody Kaysen still in the lead with a 55.5. And then Brandon Davis with a 58 in second right now. We're working on getting the leaderboard sorted out so y'all can have that visual.
How about now?
Easing around that corner.
Cody Kaysen.
Gosh, that wind is cold.
Do what?
I could go for like a donut from that Heckley Bakery.
Yeah,
right now.
I saw some people there eating.
Sounds pretty
eating
good.
donuts last night, and I was a little jelly.
What does one have to do to get Heckley donuts?
Fix it now, Taylor.
Now the real question is, did Daniel beat Jay? 63.939.
Ooh.
He did not. Jay had a 60. Hey, but both of them, I just had a flashback to watching Daniel try and reverse up the hill in Texas
Yes.
because he broke everything. So both of them, Jay and Daniel, definitely improving in with their stock class game here.
Getting much better. And again, we got that leaderboard on there. It shows your top 10. Again, Cody Kaysen, Brandon Davis, and Casey Howard all sitting first, second, third. Jay, again, making a super fast time today, coming in fourth. Clint Garrison's fifth. Justin Ho back in that four-seater big boy rig is sixth. Daniel Heckley's hitting seventh, again, who just ran. Martin Stewart, eighth. Scotty is ninth, and Cameron Zollers is 10th. That's your top 10 for right now. Again, we still have,
all right, this is Zach Smith, and I am not sure how many we have because he's the end of my list.
Okay.
So
I have Wes Keene and
we'll see what happens.
Dylan.
Wes is not here this weekend, and Dylan Dowler might still be going. He all right, one more after Zach. That must be Dylan.
That must be Dylan, yeah. I didn't see Wes Keene here yet, so.
Yeah, Wes will not be here this weekend.
I know he had a couple surgeries he's had, and then he has a couple more surgeries scheduled, so. Huge shout out to Wes Keene, who's still recovering.
That's definitely a life-changing long road to recovery, but man, we all knew Wes was tough before, but there is zero possible doubt now.
He's like the definition of macho. If you go to an encyclopedia and look up macho, it's just a picture of Wes there. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Looking good for Zach Smith.
Getting out there.
6'3.950. Really close to Daniel's time there. Tiffany, I don't know if he's coming or not, but I don't think he's racing.
63, that put him in
he had some,
8th place.
Trouble at big meet run.
What?
Wes.
Yes, broke a drive shaft. And I went up afterwards to help him work on it and get the drive shaft and hook. I'm not sure if he broke the yoke on the output of the transfer case or the U-joint broke, but the front drive shaft broke. Swung around, hit him in the leg. Obviously didn't feel real comfortable, so...
All right, Dylan Dowler going to wrap up the Rock Life UTV stock class, course number 1. Copy that.
Again, Dylan trying to make quick work of this course. Again, you can see that back tire lifting when some of these guys come around that corner. You want to push it hard, but at the same time, as you're coming down, you don't want to keep that high center of gravity. You got to keep it on the ground. And that's kind of the teeter-totter effect. You want to go fast, but you got to keep all four wheels on the ground. So we'll see. We've seen 4 or 5 guys today roll over.
This is a fun course out here today.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Something to race.
It looks like a lot of fun. I said that this morning when I was looking at all the flags. I'm like, this would be a fun course. Well, first I had to know where they're going, and then I said it was a fun course.
Yeah. You never know out here at Wildcat.
Yeah.
What we're going to end up with.
Getting jumping through that.
Oh!
Come on! Oh!
Wait. Can he back up? Yes.
Come on.
It's not over yet.
Had a smoking time running.
Got a little sideways up there. There it is.
Again, it looks like he was running a little bit smaller tire as well. Probably didn't want to try to get hung up on those ruts, so.
.048. We will be back with a rundown after this quick commercial.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
When you're serious about installing the highest quality drivetrain products designed for high horsepower and bigger tires, there's only one choice. So get the power, performance, and confidence that comes with Yukon. Rev it, climb it, and rip it, knowing you're rolling the best in the industry. Built to perform, built to last. Yukon Gear and Axle.
And we're back here. We just wrapped up the side-by-side stock class. We'll go ahead and run through our top 10 there. As you can see, Cody Kaysen first, Brandon Davis second, Casey Howe third, Jay Storth came in fifth, Clint Garrison, that's your top 5. Again, coming in 6th, Justin Holback, Daniel Heckley coming in 7th, Zach Smith coming in 8th, Martin Stewart coming in 9th, and Scotty Harden coming in 10th. That's your top 10 of the stock class for the first course of the day. We still have another course to go later on this afternoon.
Those are unofficial times, as always. A good reminder.
And we had about 20 side-by-sides race this morning. It looks like 4 of them had a DNF, but I think we'll see a couple more DNFs later today. Just because guys are going to, you have that top 5 is sitting pretty tight. Even the top 8's pretty tight. From 55 to 63, I mean, that's a pretty snug area for that top 5, top 10. So I think you'll see some guys pushing a little harder this afternoon, and as they push harder, you'll see some guys tip over a little bit or bicycle it, trying to steer out. So that'll be fun to watch. Next, I think we'll be kicking off with our modified class. I'm trying to see which class they're lining up next. I see a side-by-side on the starting gate.
We are moving into the RCV Axle UTV Cup class.
Okay. I seen side-by-sides, but I wasn't sure if they'd do our VIN class next. And I say, if I didn't know Justin Wills was driving here, I seen a guy with pink and purple down there standing, so I'd say Justin Wills here, but I know he's driving. So, Chip McLaughlin, what's up, buddy? Part of that Rufus Racing team. He said, "Where's the snow?" He was racing with us a couple weeks ago for that 918 race at Mid-America.
That looked really cold.
It was very cold.
All the pictures and video, I was like, ooh, kind of glad I'm not there.
We lowered the trailer door at about 9 o'clock that morning to start the live feed, and it was 18 degrees. And it was cold. It was cold. Chip,
I guess we shouldn't be complaining about our 45 degrees then right now.
Chip and his teammate Zandy, both part of that Rufus Racing, took first place and second place. So huge shout out to those guys for pulling in that podium finish. So they the good time. That was Chip's first ever win. So again, not a technically an Ultra 4 event because it wasn't for points, but it was super awesome to see those guys get 2 podium finish. Him and Zandy both. Super awesome to see those guys. They go out and King of Hammers. They do a ton of Ultra 4 racing, and then usually you see like the whole Rufus Racing team. There's about 30 cars underneath there between side by sides and big cars. They're all packed in and under their campers, so it's always cool to see the awning out there and hang out with those guys. I always go by and chat with him. Chip's a great guy. He's based out of Texas, so it was good to see him when we do our Windrock race or our Northwest OHV. Is that what they call it? Bridgeport, yeah. Well, I was trying to think of the name of the park. But, yeah, Bridgeport. Yeah, he's always down there helping get the court set up.
Endeavor, I think. Endeavor Bridgeport.
Him and Aaron Sheldon used to help out with that, too. So, huge shout out to Aaron. He's part of that Texas. I think our only Texas guys that race anymore. I know we had.
We haven't seen him in a while, have we?
Ryan Webb is from Louisiana. So, I think Aaron's our only Texas bouncer guy. Him and Sean Cross. Shout out to my old homeboy, Sean Cross. He's the guy that got me into all this, kind of. He was very instrumental in helping me be where I'm at today. So yeah, I always appreciate giving him a shout out. He's my boy. He's doing all kinds of weird stuff. He's with part of the him and Josh teamed up together and did some the death race or whatever they call it, death match. What they build really crazy off-road cars.
Sounds like a B movie, B-rated movie.
It was awesome. So they build 4x4 cars and take them like cross country. So
oh my,
it's a good time. He has a Ford Grand Prix, I think. Ford Grand something. It's like a 4-door car with 54-inch.
Do you still have that? What do you call it? The mean bean.
Yeah,
about a bean?
That's his Ford Pinto.
Yeah.
I think he still has the chassis to it. But a bunch of parts on that went on to Joe Dirt, Rock Bouncer. Because I remember the rims said Mean Bean on it or something on the rims. And I was like, okay.
It's Isaac King is going to start off the RCV Axle UTV Cup class now, round 1. If you're just jumping on here with us, we have completed course 1 for the Rock Life stock class. Cody Kaysen was in the lead for that. And then we're moving into the unlimited class now.
Who's driving?
This is Isaac King.
Isaac King, okay.
His first time racing with us. Now we had, I think it was Nathan King.
Yes.
Racing with us at Windrock.
Yes.
And Madison King.
Madison,
and
she's
they
here
were
today.
Brother, sister.
Yep.
I believe this is their dad.
Father and daughter today. I seen them
Yes.
at the driver's meeting, and I think this is father and daughter.
I'm pretty sure, but I never want to assume
Yes.
too much because I know me and my dad, people see us we have the same last name,
Yes.
and there's been a lot of times we have to correct. Oh no, that's
Yes.
my father.
Yes. Yeah, and my brother, he's a very large, husky guy with a big, bushy beard, and he'll go to off-road parks with his wife, who's kind of a tinier frame person, and they'll show up, and people are like, oh, does your daughter need a permission slip? And he's like, and then she'll usually people go, I'm his wife. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm sure you and your dad have the same thing. Oh, hey.
It's happened a few
Wow,
times.
launching out the top.
Out the top. 72.751 for Isaac King. Starting us off here in the RCV Axle Unlimited
Great
class.
little run. Oh, the Grand Marquis. Yes, thank you. Shelby St. Clair. Greta is the name of his 4x4 Grand Marquis, and it's like a 1996 Ford Grand Marquis, just a large square car, 4-door, and he put like a huge military axle on the back with a 54-inch tire, and they just trim the heck out of the fender
I think
wells.
I've seen some pictures of it.
It is awesome. So,
Oh my gosh, can you turn that off or down or something?
Justin Will
That
said
was
he'll be
terrible.
here shortly. LOL. I did. Can you see that? I have a time entered. Can you see it?
Madison King, I believe, is down on the starting line now.
So you can see it, Taylor? That's right. That's right. I don't like to brag, but I mean, pretty amazing.
Mr. Amazing, you should go get some cheeseburgers
Dude,
for us.
seriously. And some hot chocolate. Come back. What, by the time I got back, it'd be lukewarm chocolate.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is his daughter, Isaac's daughter, Madison King, I believe. And again, it was so awesome to see them in Rock. Her and her brother were battling out. They came up to you, and the first thing they said was, "Who is faster?" Like it was so cute. And I love this side by side. You know, the pink with the white. The neon green. I love the wrap on it.
I'm gonna call that the bobblehead section.
It is. And again, these rocks are just massive to go over for a bouncer. So to see a side by side, you're like, wow. Like, people don't realize how big those rocks are until they're here. And it can throw you back and forth depending on how hard you're going over them. Madison is about 6 foot tall and wears a neon pink race suit, so she's pretty hard to tell in the driver's meeting. You know, neon pink. And
Is she that tall?
And then, yeah, she's pretty tall. And then and she wears a neon pink race suit, so it's pretty easy to pick her out usually. And then Timmy's next to her with his black and neon green race suit, so it's kind of funny. It's like a 70s or like a 90s theme. Almost looked like our back axle wasn't spinning there for a second. Getting out of there. Pretty good time.
$80.145 for Madison. Tiffany says she just saw that Johnny Gibbs is in the parking lot putting a new transmission in half-ton Hero. Is he still doing that?
Well, all right. So he came this morning. I got here and got up this morning, walked over, chit-chatting, and his transfer case was sitting on a tire. And I was like, that's never good. So I walked over, and he literally
that's
said,
not where that's supposed to be.
He said, we put the transmission in this morning. We just threw everything basically in the trailer and winched it in, shoved it in. So they put the transmission and now the transfer case in, and he's got that rear drive shaft in. He's got the front drive shaft to go yet, and they'll be back together. But he wanted to come over, watch the race, and then head back over after the race is over and put the front drive shaft back in.
Brandon Davis.
And his Can-Am.
Yes, Taylor. Yeah, good eye.
Yeah. The UTV Cup Polaris Razor, he is running a Can-Am. Again, it's a heavily modified Can-Am.
Oh.
Again, he hooked it hard on that tire. He's getting it down.
Brandon doing double duty with that Can-Am this season and between the stock and the unlimited class. He had a second place time in the stock class earlier.
Yeah.
62.554. Good solid run.
Yeah, a really quick run.
Did he get Menace fixed?
I don't know.
New trailing arm?
So I doubt they have made him a new trailing arm yet because that kind of by the time he broke it and they'd have to get it put in a couple days ago.
That was last weekend?
Yeah. So by the time he would have got home Sunday night, they would have. I doubt they could have made the whole because it takes so much time to machine that out of one giant block of aluminum.
Tiffany just asked that too.
I doubt they got it put back together. However, with the aluminum, you could make a steel one pretty quick. Timmy could whip one up in the shop for him to use it at least for this weekend, and then they could put the steel one back in there. So.
All right, why is Cooper called Chocolate Milk?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know the backstory there.
Is it just because he really likes chocolate milk? I feel like that's what somebody said one time. But
I would concur. I just now noticed that.
Yeah, do they all say that?
It's the Polar is Razor. The sad part is I look at so much stuff during our live feed, I would have never noticed that you pulling it out. Yeah.
Man, Cooper is making quick work of this course.
He is flying. He's getting it.
.319. He just edged out Brandon.
Man.
Brandon had a 62.5. Cooper now with a 62.3.
Again, that's a pretty quick time over a minute course. They're separating it by tenths of a second. That's pretty crazy.
How's the live feed looking, everybody? Has it been skipping at all? Or is it playing smoothly?
Smoothly.
Smoothly.
How's the video quality? How's the audio quality? Because it's funny.
Nobody has been telling us that it's not good.
Yes,
so that means that it should be good.
Yeah.
But just to check.
Yeah.
All right, Tim Cameron. We just want to make sure you guys, can watch Timmy's run without having any interruptions.
Yes. I love it says UTV Cup. What's Timmy race? He races everything. He just races. You might as well just put everything at the bottom.
Just things.
Yes. What did he race? He just races it all. Side by side, big bouncer. No, that's true. He doesn't race stock class.
Not
you know what?
Yet.
Yeah. We need to get Timmy in a VIN class. I want to see him in a $400 beater. Timmy, we're here. This is where the rubber meets the road. Forget your $250,000 bouncer. Yeah. So we'll lend him a beater, see how it does. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I do believe this is going to be our new fastest time.
Ooh.
57.590. All right, everyone says it's looking good. Nice to hear.
Kelsey
Good job, Taylor. You won't have to quit today.
Yeah.
Did Jay Storts go? We are in the unlimited class now, Kelsey, but yes, Jay did go in the stock class.
Yeah.
Already. We did course 1, and then we'll be back for course 2 after this unlimited class.
Janet Browder said it's all good in Tennessee.
All right, DC Thompson. Is this a new
It is.
buggy?
This is his brand new buggy that he finished putting together last night.
Hey, the shape of them is always like that distinctive,
Yes.
like DC.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
how
is.
to describe it.
It was. He said it's similar. The front end's built a lot more heavy duty because he tends to break stuff on the front end. He said so. I got to talk to him a little bit last night. Him and Wade Good made a couple test spins in it last night to see how it was going to run. So he still has a couple little bugs to work out of it. He said, but it's running good, driving good. Wade drove it, and Wade was pretty happy with it. So they made some minor adjustments after Wade drove it. I think to the suspension. They said it was feeling a little bit soft, but so they might stiffen some of it up. Again, it looks like he's flying right now. You can hear how hard he's on the throttle trying to get up those hills. Ooh, that's going to be a quick time. Ooh.
59.323. Getting pretty close there behind Timmy.
That's right on Timmy's heels.
So right now it's Timmy with a 57, then DC with a 59, and then Cooper with a 62.3.
That was a smoking time from DC. Again, right there. Like I said, coming in, brand new buggy. Got Clint Garrison on the line down there.
All right, Savannah. Here goes your man.
Racing the old 429 buggy. Is that right? I always say it wrong. And
I just love how you looked
Yes.
at me like you knew it was wrong.
I was like, is it 4? And what's funny is after Windrock,
Every time.
he came over and goes, and he told me what it was.
427.
427. And what's funny is no matter what I say, it's always wrong.
Oh, no. What's happening? Oh, did he make a wrong turn? Oh, he did. He missed the turn. Oh, no, Clint.
Clint's been racing with us for 4 or 5 years now. Started out in the stock UTV class. Went to the Cup Series. Started out racing a very, very stock-ish rig.
Well, that little bit of a bobble's
Yeah.
going to cost him, unfortunately, for course 1 here.
Again, that's Travis Skelton's old buggy, which he absolutely put on the podium.
What number is it, Matt?
Whatever it takes. It's 4 hundo.
I just love that you always say
Like
429.
4
But, like, you know it's wrong, but you
and it's because I used to say, like, I think I said
the way you
427.
looked at me.
I said 427
While
one time.
you're
They're like,
saying
no,
it.
it's wrong. And I'm like, okay, that's 429. So it's either 427 or 429.
Just think that it's smaller.
Yeah.
It's the small number.
Okay, I can remember that. Small number, 427.
Small buggy, small number.
I always try to associate with a motor, 427, but there's also a 429 motor too. So
Use my method instead then.
427. And there he goes, out the top.
84.765. Man, I hate that he missed that turn.
Yeah.
He had a great
Had a
smooth run.
smoking run going. Savannah, 427. Thank you, Savannah. I did. Not update yet.
Oh, Benjamin, it is cold and windy. Just like up here in northern Kentucky. What are we? It's like eastern Kentucky.
Eastern Kentucky.
I don't know how
You know,
far north or south we are, though. I just put it in my GPS and started driving this morning.
So about a half hour away from here, maybe 45 minutes away from here is where I went to college at.
That tells me nothing.
Eastern Kentucky
Okay.
University.
Oh, well, that tells me something.
And we had to drive eastern. We have to drive east of Eastern Kentucky University to get here. So it's good times. What? Again?
That's why it took me so long to get here this morning.
What? Yeah, so I went to EKU. I'm a EKUan. So Richmond, Kentucky. Got it. I got my. That's where I fell in love with Chick-fil-A. There, we had a Chick-fil-A. It was in like our food court downstairs.
Don't start talking about food right now.
Dude, I love it. It was so good. I fell in love with it. There's also a soda called Ale 8.
You and your Ale 8.
It's bottled and distributed in Kentucky, so I can only get it when I come to Kentucky.
All right,
So-
Tyler Bradley on the course now.
That's true. I guess I could call them. I've had it shipped in one year for Easter or Halloween. They had a special where you get a koozie, like a cool koozie, so I bought it and had them ship a case to me.
I think Clint's got an almost flat tire. Clint just drove by.
Again, Tyler Bradley. He's been a seasoned driver for a while.
He's had a little bit of tough luck so
He
far
has.
this
I
season
see
with
it.
some breakage.
Broke something at Texas. And I don't remember what. I broke an axle or something at Texas, I think. Again, having a quick pass here. Great looking buggy. He's got a sharp wrap on there as well. Getting it now.
Matt always noticing that the livery.
Yeah, I tell you, I love seeing like a really sharp wrap on a buggy. Taylor, wait till you see my smart car. That'd be awesome, bro. We need to wrap it. Dukes of Hazzard theme or something.
You got to do it like one of the little Tykes, red and yellow.
Tyler's out the top.
Smart car.
Ooh.
70.193 for Tyler Bradley.
You could just call it instead of having the, Dukes of Hazzard, you could have instead of the big flag, you have just a little flag on top. On the side, instead of saying 01, you'll have just half. Like 0.5, 0.5. Yeah. That would be awesome. Instead of 0.05. Yeah.
All right, Spencer Grindstaff is on the line now.
Okay.
Spencer is going to be graduating this year, I believe.
He is so
High school?
cute. I love talking to him. He's just so it's so funny to hear him talk about racing and yeah, we've got to go to this and stuff. It's just he was playing with us at finals and he was trying stuff like this really steep hill we were all kind of worried about, or not worried about. We were kind of just testing it out a little bit. He was down there just taking us side by side and just dropping the front wheels over the edge of it and rolling back down. Then dropping the front wheels it's not that hard, guys. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're in a side by side.
Oh, to feel invincible like an 18-year-old again.
Yeah. It's funny because your dad's I got to go bale hay on Monday, okay? Yeah. I got to go feed horses, okay? It's, Again, Spencer's been racing with us quite a while. It's awesome to see so many new guys in our stock class this year.
Morgan checking in. She said, adorable little kid.
Yeah.
Some sisterly love there.
He's a little guy.
He cut all his hair off this year. I didn't even recognize him in our first drivers meeting this season.
Out the top.
$63.764. Wow, that was a lot of wind.
Super warm out here today. It's a little brisk. I love sitting out here because you can see all the action. The only downside is it's a little chilly some days.
Thomas Lair said Spencer had to miss a spelling bee to make it here. Does that mean you're taking a math quiz right now, Thomas?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Thomas probably is. My boy Thomas. Yeah, that's Spencer. I love Thomas. They're a CTC Perfection Drive Line. They take care of a lot of the rock bouncers, drive shafts. They can make about anything you need. He's helped me for quite a while. He's a good dude. He also races side-by-side. He has a purple and gold. He has gold accent color, which is super cool to see.
Can't hear Zach Garner too much in the background. Is he broken?
Yeah, no, he's not.
That's a good question.
We just have his speakers turned away.
I guess it's just, the speakers are just not right in our faces like they usually are.
Normally they're on top of the trailer shooting in the booth. So now we have them poking away from us. So, yeah, we appreciate that.
All right, Travis Cooper, I believe.
That's because we're awesome. Travis is getting with it. Again, that big rock they're corner on. I've seen 2 or 3 guys kind of go straight, and I've seen a couple guys cut back really hard. But as you go up, you either have to kind of fully commit straight or cut really hard back. And it's kind of 6 one way, half a dozen another, depending on your driving style. I'm not sure if we've seen a much faster way. Again, he's getting it. And this is a pretty long course. And I don't know if Clyde's going to have him race the same course twice, or they're going to have some changes on the second one. We'll see. We'll see what Clyde does.
Well, Thomas, we miss having you out here, but I've heard you've got a pretty good substitute for today.
Yeah.
6'3.018 for Travis.
What was Spencer's time? Spencer's time was 63.76 something. 4. There we go.
Ooh,
Look at Savannah.
quick.
Jeez,
Look at
Savannah's
y'all,
like
man.
on it. She must have her spreadsheet pulled up as well.
I feel like we need to do a feature on
Racer wives.
the like behind the scenes, the women of the
Yes.
sport.
Who keep us honest.
Nick has been doing his Highway to the Hill.
Yeah.
So I had to think of that for a second. Featuring different drivers, and he needs to do a feature on some of the
ladies,
the wives and girlfriends. You know,
I think there are some of them that again, Mama Bacon has to be in there.
They're on it out here. And it's a commitment. I mean, we know it is for the drivers,
Yes.
the racers, but for their
Oh,
families.
definitely a family commitment as well.
That come out, or even if you don't, I'm sure I know a lot of them help pack trailer
Yes.
and RV and
Yes.
whatever needs to be done. So
and make sandwiches. So
sandwiches are important.
They-
I wish we had a sandwich maker right now.
I'm telling
Matt.
you, the whole Perryville Mafia crew, Mrs. Brandon Davis, there's a handful of them that take very good care of us. Mama Bacon usually has food there. So for those of you who are hungry, it works out really nice. Being me, I'm very hungry.
Usually us.
Usually we're very hungry.
Thomas, do you not know who's running it for you? I didn't know it was a surprise.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it as a surprise now then. I figured you guys had decided that.
Cheryl said, yes, hashtag racer wives are the bomb.
We
got snacks.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Need to find Cheryl.
Yeah. We're going to hunt her down here in a little bit.
All right. We're going to quit talking about food now. Derek Schaefer is out on the course. Matt, do you like that color?
I do. I like that accent, that wrap.
Bobblehead section down there. Coming around the RCV ramp.
I've seen a few teal rock bouncers or side-by-sides out there. It's pretty awesome.
You and your teal.
I know. I've seen there's a driver, and I can't remember his name right now. He races a teal and white RC car. And he's an RC bouncer that looks similar to a real bouncer chassis, bent metal, welded. He did it himself, and it looks super awesome. It's like custom candy paint. Derek's making quick work of this course. Jumping out the top there. Get some style points today.
Nice photo opportunity.
Out the top he goes.
68.210. Speaking of photo opportunities, huge shout out and thank you to all of our media personnel that are out here on the hills and scattered around anywhere and everywhere out here, getting the shot and helping make these drivers look good.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Again, like I said, I know that having having somebody coming here and racing your bouncer is awesome, but getting pictures of it's even better. Especially when you're barrel rolling down a hill or making a cool jump or something.
Picture, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Tyler Young on the line.
Tyler Young made quick work of that course. Again, he's one of those teal drivers. Got that teal side-by-side. Yeah, I should have. But it's technically, it's a Krylon color, so Blue Lagoon is the name of it, if anybody wants to know.
Up and over the RCV ramp.
Looks like most of the drivers are choosing to go straight. I've seen Brandon Davis, I think, and
A
Timmy
few of them dip down to
cut back real hard.
the left, to the bottom. But, yeah.
Again, I haven't seen either way be really fast one way or the other, so. Again, it might be a comfort level, too. It's a little breezy down here. Chris Taylor just sent me a picture. He's the guy who has the teal and white one, Chris Taylor, and it's a super sharp teal and white RC car.
6.5.123 for Tyler Young. Kyle, no, he has not run yet.
Yeah, and he'll be here tomorrow as well. Chris Taylor, he's one of our RC guys. He had built his chassis. It's a metal chassis, so he races the metal class in the RC. He said he'll be here tomorrow watching the live feed, and he'll be here racing this weekend in part of the metal class. Again, we have a metal and a plastic. So that way, whether you're going to build your own chassis or you're going to just buy an out-of-the-box one, come down and race, and it's a lot of fun to watch those guys. We had about 40 of them at Texas, so they always, at the end, get together and do a big land rush start, which is
that was fun
a blast to watch.
I believe Clay Kaysen is on the line.
You said Derek Schaefer?
Yes, that is Clay down there. His brother Cody is sitting in the lead right now in the stock class. Let's see what Clay can do now. We've got about 4 drivers left to go after Clay, as far as I know anyway.
Yeah.
And if you have just joined us recently, you are watching Hillside Live. I'm Bree, and I've got Matt Holt with me.
Woo-woo.
We are at Wildcat Off-Road Park in East Bernstadt, Kentucky for the Northern Rock Racing Series, Round 2. That, of course, falls under the National Rock Racing Association. We have the Northern, Central, and Southern Series all make up our season total. And this weekend is brought to us by Mickey Thompson. So shout out to Mickey Thompson and all of our sponsors that help us make these events happen.
We're on Hillside Live, produced by Rock Racing TV. A Rock Racing TV production. Clay's getting it. Out the top he goes.
68.011. Fastest time right now is Tim Cameron's 57, followed by DC Thompson with a 59. And what's third
Cooper
place,
Bentley, 62.31. Again, that's a pretty tight. I was really impressed at DC coming out. Again, buggy held together well. He had a few weird issues last year with breakage, so it's good to see DC in that new buggy. Clearly working well, sitting second place for the day. Hopefully he can hang on to that and into the podium, so that's kind of nice. I don't, I promise.
All right, this is Daniel Callahan. Yet another teal buggy, Matt. I'm sure you're loving it out here.
That's probably close to mine, a little more... close to my teal color. I think it's Calloused is the name of his buggy because his last name's Callahan, so he's Calloused is the name of the buggy.
What happened to Clint Garrison's down there?
I don't know. It looks like they're changing an axle maybe, or maybe something on the back end.
I don't remember him noticing anything breaking his run. Yeah. Oh!
I said I was going to hit that first jump and launch out the top.
Oh, Savannah said he broke a wheel.
Oh, that would make sense. Maybe change the hub then? What'd Zach say?
64.427.
Yes.
427.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
But that was for Daniel, not
Yes.
Clint.
Yes.
That would have just been weird
Yes.
if Clint had gotten that time. Oh my gosh, whose radio is that?
Clyde.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I think we got, was that Wade on the line? Wade Gu down there?
That is Wyatt Wilson.
Wyatt
on the
Wilson,
line.
okay. I see somebody with nachos. Like, hey.
I was trying to ignore the
Yeah.
nachos. All right, so we are having a brief intermission because our giant banner on the
Yes.
side of the trailer flipped up in the wind over the top of the trailer onto the satellite,
Yeah.
and apparently almost pushed one of our cameras off as well.
I heard him say the satellite got cold and covered up. And I was like,
Yeah,
what?
the satellite was trying to cover up. I have a blanket in my car. I'm bringing
Yeah?
it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm definitely...
Tomorrow's going to be 10.
Y'all, I messed up today. I forgot to change my shoes when I got here and put, like, my boots on.
Yeah.
I've got really thin tennis shoes, like stretchy,
Yeah.
wimpy
Yeah.
tennis shoes on that were just for
Like
the car.
summertime fun tennis shoes.
I messed up.
Yeah. Tomorrow I have bib overalls in there. I'm going to bring those tomorrow. It's pretty chilly right now. And again, I like being outdoors. It's so much fun. You get to see all the action. It's great for us because we do have a monitor in front of us, which is great to watch. But it's so awesome to be able to look around, see all the action. And usually when they cut our camera angle off, we turn around and actually watch the action that's behind us. So it's super, super cool to see. And I like watching it that way. It's a lot of fun. Again, in the beginning we used to have the door shut behind us. So we would actually move us forward and we'd take the ramp door and shut it behind us. So it was nice because you were kind of you could be halfway climate controlled, but I do like being able to see all the action. It's a lot of fun. And in normal conditions, it's not too bad, but today's a little breezy. And tomorrow's supposed to be even colder, so high five. It's good times. That was perfect timing.
Okay, this wind needs to chill out.
It is cold.
Ooh, Wyatt Wilson.
I see fire coming off the back of that. Yeah.
Well,
At first, I wasn't sure if his exhaust just kind of flamed up or what the deal was, but it shot fire out almost immediately off the line. Yeah, sub now. I'm not sure what happened there. It had two little balls of fire shot out right as he went to take off, immediately, and then it quit shooting fire out, but he also quit running. So I'm not sure what the deal is there.
at least he's right there in a nice, convenient spot
Yes.
where everybody can
Yeah,
take a look at it.
I don't know. I assumed it was just coming out of the exhaust, but
That dog, did you see that dog?
just walking around.
He's been everywhere. That dog just is in the middle of everything.
Just hanging out.
In the driver's meeting, it was coming up to everybody. It's been hanging down in the pits. It's having a good day.
For your girlfriend or your buggy, he throw a rod in either one, you're gonna be mad.
Zach
Oh, Zach.
in the probes. I know he's the only guy.
If Zach was a smaller man, he wouldn't be able to get away with
He wouldn't.
most
He would
of
not.
what he says.
He would not. I see. It looks like they're going to push back, so he might be going to hop out and check and see what's going on, try to make the second course. And it looked like he was almost in reverse backing up, but I'm not sure exactly what the deal is there. Again, huge bummer for Wyatt, but again, huge shout out to Thomas. I see Thomas on our list today, so he won't be running.
Shoot, now I can't hear anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I almost put my hood up. It was 18 degrees out. I had every single
I can still hear.
I had every single layer on that I brought basically, but I didn't put my hood up just because I wanted to keep my hair looking good. 18 degrees outside, and I was like,
I don't care.
I was like, I'm not putting a stocking cap
I don't care
on.
about my hair.
I was like, I want to keep my
At least I remembered gloves.
mohawk looking good. I was getting a little chilly. What's up, dog? What's up?
Hi, Zach.
He had mechanical figures.
So what happened down there? What was going on?
Okay, see, he was on the line ready to race,
Saw
and then
it.
all of a sudden he took off, and he was not ready to race. It turns out one of the rods has rejected the motor and left.
Wow.
And it decided to go out the side of the block.
Jeez.
It had some fire. It was cool.
Yeah, we saw a little bit.
The rod has left the chat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is he's got a Bluetooth rod installed now, and we're going to see how it works out for him.
Wow.
That's the
that
second
stinks.
buggy in 2 weeks, because usually he runs unvaxxed, unwaxed.
Yeah.
And they already broke that one, so he was on his backup.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
That
Couldn't believe it.
stinks.
Yeah,
That is some tough
So
luck.
he broke his backup rig.
yeah, that was the backup to
Man.
the backup.
Yeah, the backup to the backup.
That looks like one of the King buggies right there, don't
Yeah,
it?
he
Is that
is
Isaac?
Sending it.
No?
Matt Buxton is who's on my
Oh,
list.
that's Matt Buxton.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's driving the General Lee buggy. Oh, this could be good.
Oh, and he's over. Oh, come on. Oh,
Number 5.
so close. You could tell he was trying to get back up on the wheels and just couldn't quite get it. You could hear him hitting the gas when he was on 2 wheels trying to get it back over, but that stinks. Man, you hate to see that. And he's right next to a tree, so they might have to scoot it forward a little bit before they flip back over. Say, roll forward just a hair.
What are you looking for?
Again, there we go. Got him all back on his wheels. Yeah. Zach.
Maybe you do, Zach.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I tell you. Good times. Zach is pretty ornery.
I
You got to
can't
be
hear
careful.
you.
Yeah.
I got my hood up.
Yes. Yeah. She puts a hood up. I put my hood up. Come on, Taylor. Come on, Taylor. You're feeling me, right? Copyrighted, yeah. Because of my singing is that close to our rap song. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think we have one driver left.
Okay.
And from what I've been told, this is Wade taking Thomas Lair's spot,
Okay.
which apparently was news to Thomas. So now I'm just a little confused and I don't know. But at any rate, Wade Good is on the line. Number 6.
Was he able to get it back on the wheels? I
don't think so.
I can't see good enough.
It looked pretty far over.
Dang it. He was
Man,
flying.
this course is just claiming people left and right.
Man. All right.
All right, well, that wraps that up. We are going to run to a quick commercial, and then we'll come back with a recap.
Presenting the all-new designs from Treadwear Apparel in 2021. Visions are better at the top.
More throttle than brake, more balls than brains. If you're gonna win, you're gonna need these. Life is better topless. The NRA official flag shirts. Real trucks don't have spark plugs. No guts, no glory. Definitely no story. Your girlfriend likes it when I bounce her. Grab yourself some new merch today.
When you're serious about installing the highest quality drivetrain products designed for high horsepower and bigger tires, there's only one choice. So get the power, performance, and confidence that comes with Yukon. Rev it, climb it, and rip it, knowing you're rolling the best in the industry. Built to perform, built to last. Yukon Gear and Axle.
All right, we're back here, and we are going to run through your leaderboard real quick. Again, that was our last driver who was running for Thomas Lohr. There's your top 10. Tim Cameron, DC Thompson coming in second, again with that brand-new chassis. Cooper Bentley coming in third. Brandon Davis, smoking time with that stock-ish Can-Am in fourth place. Travis Cooper in fifth. Spencer Grindstaff in sixth. Daniel Calhoun in seventh. Tyler Young in eighth. Clay Case in ninth. And Derek rounding out our top 10. For that was our UTV our UTV Cup Series. We ran stock class this morning. We just rounded out our UTV Cup Series, our limited Cup Series. We have another class getting ready to come up that I am super excited about. I just bought one myself. It is the VIN class, which is similar to a stock-ish vehicle. They do allow for some modifications. It's similar to like a 4600 for your Ultra 4 guys out there. So we'll have a stock class. We have three of them here today. I see a Grand Cherokee. This is Wyatt Wilson running a 1989 Grand Cherokee. He's going to run on the first course, and if it survives, Dan Carter is going to run it on the second course today. Hint, hint on the surviving part. We have Ron, and I don't remember his son's name. And the one-ton Chevy. He came down to Texas and raced with us.
Oh, Don Curtis.
Don, sorry. Him and his dad came down, raced with us in Texas, had a blast, we had time. And then we have one more.
John Russell is our third.
Cherokee as well?
He's in this tracker that was...
Right here? Okay.
Was over
I
here.
see something down there. Geo Tracker, maroon Geo Tracker, it looks like at the very end. Down there next to Don.
Down there. Yeah.
So I have one. You will see it this season, I promise. I played Tetris trying to get both of them on the trailer, but I have 18 vehicles currently.
Do they all run?
6 trailers and a Harley.
And not one of those 6 will fit all your
Well, I have a
your vehicles?
40-foot gooseneck that they would fit in, but that gooseneck doesn't work with my Kodiak. So I was going to have to cut the box in half or make a bracket to make the gooseneck bolt on it, so it wasn't going to work. It does. It does. This Jeep Cherokee looks like very mint right now.
I like how it's even Wyatt's colors.
Yes.
The blue.
Again, looks like he's ready. I'm so excited to watch this.
Hey, Cheryl. Cooper Bentley is in third, barely. He had a 62.3. Brandon had a 62.5.
Their class,
that question.
the stock class is running a course similar to the stock UTV class. The VIN class, is going to run a course similar to the stock UTV class. A little bit easier probably just because a lot of these guys, they have to have a 30, you can have a 30 up to a 38-inch DOT tire. A lot of guys run a 35-inch DOT tire just because that's what Ultra 4 allows. Almost missed that corner. He was sliding around that corner.
Oh, this is going to take the bobblehead section to a whole new level.
This is going to be...
Is that Dan in there with him?
Yeah, I think so. They're like Snapchatting right now.
Oh, my gosh, Matt, we need to do this.
I'm telling you, I have one.
Somebody else can come do the show.
Yes.
And Matt and I are going to go race. What do you have? A Cherokee?
96 Cherokee. Grand Cherokee. Oh, my goodness. We need to. Tell Clyde.
Can we please
put
make
a
this
Pterodex on the dash?
Come on.
We have a $500 vehicle with a $12,000 Pterodex wireless camera system on it. Well, I don't see what could go wrong.
It'll be weird though, because you get used to driving a rock bouncer or
yeah.
UTV, and then getting a vehicle like a Cherokee. It'd be hard not to to change the driving style a little bit there. 82.741 was Wyatt's time in our VIN class. We have two other drivers. Looks like Don Curtis getting lined up down there.
82.
The good thing about having three people in a class is everyone's going to end up on the podium today.
Yes. And the kind of same way for Texas. We had two guys, so 3 podium spots. Yeah, it's a good time. And, again, this is our first year doing the VIN class. We're excited. This is kind of the rollout. We've had some guys just kind of do the race closest to their house. So that's kind of cool to see. And we have this is on second race, so hopefully we'll see some more guys pop in this season. I think we'll have a lot of local racers do this. And that's kind of what it's designed for, to get some guys involved, come out, have some fun. It's more of a budget-minded class. Again, I don't like to brag, but I got about $500 in my vehicle. So, that was counting fuel and stuff too. So,
which these days,
it's yeah.
Having a full tank in something is like having money in a vehicle.
Yes, pretty much.
Put money into it.
Yeah. Again, they built this truck. It's a Chevy 1-ton truck, Dana 60 front, 14-bolt rear, stock shafts. They built it earlier this year, kind of just their mom, they wanted to build a rock bouncer, and their mom said, absolutely not. You cannot build it. Mom said, no way. Put her foot down. They drug this out of a barn, wink, wink, and because they drug it out of a barn, they didn't have any money invested, so that's why they could race it. His brother is a fabricator and spent a bunch of time welding.
That's handy.
Oh, super handy. So they welded all the brackets for it. So he said, I got a huge, welded a cage in it. He goes, I have to give a huge shout-out to my brother for helping weld all the brackets, getting everything ready. And it's a very professional system inside. All their switches look like it's been very well done. So huge shout-out to those guys. They spent quite a bit of time building it. So since it's not a bouncer, wink, wink, they can drive this, and it's okay. Mom said this is okay. So
found a loophole.
They did, and so that's why they're racing the stock class for this.
They should have named it the loophole.
Yeah. So they.
But it's not. It's barn.
Barn. Yeah. So they appreciate this. Good time. It's great to see him out here racing with us, and I love just seeing the old square body too. It's so cool. Definitely hear that motor singing now. Yeah, you can tell a big difference between that and the Jeep. The Jeep's like, put. They're like, wah, just,
89.458 for Don Curtis. All right, that means John Russell is going to wrap up the VIN class for us. He's in an 03 Chevy Tracker that Bill named Granny Annie.
Granny Annie. Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like a Granny Annie type vehicle. I'm not going to lie. Taylor, I'm so excited. Yeah. I have a buddy, very good friend of mine. His name's Tony. He has a Tracker. It's an older Tracker. I'm going to say oh, my gosh. Bill's in the passenger seat. I seen him walking down there.
Bill driving in the VIN class.
Yeah. I seen him walking down there. Yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sure. And his truck could do pretty well.
Does the Creeper, does that count as a VIN?
Yeah, it would definitely
I don't
qualify.
know what that thing is.
It's a Toyota 4-cylinder engine, I think. Okay, Toyota as well. And
yeah,
then he
that'd
has
be awesome if
a
you erased that.
1934 pickup truck body on it. I think he has 35-inch DOT tires on there. He won a set of tires at an off-road event, and that's what tires he runs on there.
Nice.
He said negative. I was told. Oh.
Jack just asked if he could drive the smart car in the VIN class.
Yeah. That's what'd he say? Wow. This is good times.
Oh, the behind-the-scenes radio
Yes.
chatter.
It's good times.
You never know. All right, here goes John and Bill and Granny Annie.
Again, I got a buddy who has a Geo Tracker. We put a 4-to-1 kit in the transfer case, and it's got like 31-inch tires on it. They look pretty good size until you see them on anything else. But we've taken it, and we have wheeled it all over. Yeah, we have a good time with it. He's got like a 4-inch lift on it, so heck yeah. Get her done. Oh, getting a little squirrely. Getting a little squirrely. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's got a short wheelbase. It's kind of like a Jeep Wrangler in that aspect, so it should do pretty well.
Got the gas flap open back there.
Pit stop.
Yeah.
It's got an 8-gallon tank.
Like
He's
real-
like, we're going to fuel
real
up halfway through. It's so much fun to watch the stock class, this VIN class. Yeah. Bill's one of our safety guys on the hill running around with us. When I rolled her last week, you can literally, the vehicle's not even come to a complete stop yet. And he's like, you okay, buddy? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, really? That's awesome. So the guy driving this has been friends with the guy in the passenger seat who's one of our workers, Bill. They've been best friends for like 30 years. So it's like two teenagers
That's
probably
awesome.
just two teenagers out there just having a good time.
Joyriding. 90.516. All right, guys. We'll be right back after this.
That's awesome.
No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
When you're serious about installing the highest quality drivetrain products designed for high horsepower and bigger tires, there's only one choice. So get the power, performance, and confidence that comes with Yukon. Rev it, climb it, and rip it, knowing you're rolling the best in the industry. Built to perform, built to last. Yukon Gear and Axle.
And we're back. We're going to run through our stock class. There's the top three. Wyatt Wilson came in first place with his Jeep Cherokee. Don Curtis came in second with a full-body 1-ton Chevy. And then John Russell rounding out third place. That is your 3 podium finishers today at the VIN class.
Well, this is only for round 1.
This is a good time. Yeah, that's true. So it's just your round 1 podium guys there. So we're going to go get some snacky snacks, get some lunch. What time they see you back?
3:15.
3:15 Eastern time.
Yeah.
That'll be 2:15 Illinois time.
So y'all don't go too far. We'll be back with round 2 and all 3 of our classes again. See you in a
We'll
little
see
bit.
you guys here in a little bit.